Hello, Rick McBride here with your Property Masters with your 5 minutes of free time, our daily chat about things going on in the real estate and a little bit of education. Real quick, just wanted to talk about today one of my favorite sayings: nothing trumps experience. I have to admit, I stole this from a friend broker of mine, Susan Bandon, but it is still very, very appropriate at all times and pretty much all walks of your life. So we've all learned many hard lessons in our life. I'm not special there. But one of the biggest is that nothing trumps experience. And what exactly does that mean? Well, in all walks of life, in all trades, in all fields, there are some things that simply can't be taught. I don't care if you're if you're in school your entire life, some things just can't be taught. Even when you are taught, you don't necessarily retain everything that you learn, and you're often challenged to apply whatever you learn to real life situations. Because, as we all know, things don't generally fit into square boxes all the time. So while we're taught this is how you do it, A, B, C, it often is A, D, C, G, and you have to then apply things that you know. Don't get me wrong, I believe that learning is something that we should all do. It begins when you're born and ends when you die. And you should do it all the time. We love learning. But we don't necessarily learn so well in the classroom. We do much better in real life situations. So, how does this apply to life in real estate? Well, let's use a simple example, as I often do, using the kids in the baseball. Let's use a simple example, say tagging up on a fly ball at third base. Simple enough, right? Everybody knows it, although the more adult kickball I watch, I wonder about that. But everybody knows when you get a fly ball, you tag up at third, you run home, you score. Sac fly for the batter, doesn't even cost him an at bat, free RBI, right? Well, that's how it's supposed to work. Inevitably, the first time a kid's on first base when they're learning the game, ball goes in the air, it's a shot, you're like, oh, that's beautiful. The kid camps out under it to catch it, and there goes your kid taking off home. You're like, no, where are you going? Okay? Then if you're lucky, he figures it out fast enough to get back to third base before getting into a double play, but no sac fly, no recorded out for the batter, his batting average goes down because it's just a regular fly out, and no free RBI. It's one of the times I tell our kids that you're allowed to be mad at the other kid as long as he's experienced and he does that. But after a few times and a little experience, what does that kid do? Well, tagging at third base just becomes second nature. Ball in the air, tag up, when they catch it, run home, a run, RBI, free RBI, thank you very much. It becomes a standard weapon in your arsenal of tools. In fact, the kid goes beyond that. He learns a much more complicated way to tag at, say, second base, and how never to tag at first base except for in very rare situations. So as they learn the game, and as they get their experience, they play better, you play better, and of course that makes your entire team better. Okay? Do you really want to trust? So, what does this mean for real estate? Do you really want an agent that doesn't know how to tag up at third? Of course not. Do you really want to trust your biggest asset to a novice? Of course not. You need an experienced agent that has seen as many unique situations as they can, and as many as you will inevitably face in your transaction. Because chances are, your transaction will have something that nobody's ever seen before. Unless it's just smooth as silk, which very few of them are today. And a good agent knows what to do in those situations, or when to make a phone call to someone who does know what to do in those situations. And it's very important that you have that experience on your side. There's something new to be learned in every transaction. And just like the proud kid whose brains are like sponges. They just want to learn, learn, learn. That's how we feel about real estate. We love it. We just want to learn, learn, learn. Some lessons are hard. Some lessons are easier. But we apply all of our lessons to the trade. We offer you over 30 years of combined real estate experience. And wouldn't you rather have a team working for you than a single individual? Call or text our team today. 386-866-1007. If you have a property or business that you'd like to get top dollar for, again, 386-866-1007. Have a great weekend. See you Monday.